Hello, my name is Rebecca, and today I'm here to talk to you about how I prevented or avoided arguments during the pandemic shutdown. A few things that I used to avoid arguments was choosing which fights are worth the battle and avoiding using a tone when I did avoid those fights and putting effort into doing something romantic at least once a week to spice up our relationship a little. Even though these are all very small things, putting them together really helped me to avoid unnecessary fights. The first couple days of the pandemic felt like we were in like a honeymoon bubble. We cuddled on the couch, we talked about everything going on with ourselves throughout the week. We just enjoyed each other's company. But after a few days, it started to get very stressful. Not only were we worried about how we were going to get our bills paid or how we were going to buy food, we were stressing about small things like, especially for me, was him leaving his clothes on the bathroom floor, him playing his video game too loud while I was trying to do my own things. Just small things that I shouldn't have gotten so upset with, but because we were so cooped up with each other, it made me get so angry so quickly. At first, I kept quiet and I just kept picking up his things and trying to shut his door or go in another room so I didn't have to hear his gaming, or shutting the bathroom curtain and all kinds of things. And I would just avoid an argument just by holding it in. But then I just kept holding it in, and the more I held it in, the more angrier I got, to where I would end up creating this huge argument over all these little things that turned into a huge argument. So one of the things that I used to avoid that was by picking and choosing my battles. If the argument was worth it to me and worth that argument, I would go confront him and tell him how I felt. If it was not, I would do it myself. But another issue that I had was the tone. When I chose not to say anything to create an argument, I would still have a tone showing him that I was upset in some way. And without doing both of those things, that isn't going to work to avoid an argument. Another thing that I chose to do was to do something romantic once a week. So whether it was cooking a dinner that we had at a candlelight dinner at our house, or picking out a movie that we could sit on the couch and cuddle, or just something small that was sweet and romantic that we could do together. After putting all of those three things together, it really showed a difference in our relationship. The fights stopped happening. The little things that were ticking me off so badly, they weren't upsetting me anymore, because for certain things I'd get out my anger, but for things that weren't worth it, I would do them myself. And without using the tone in my voice, having an angry attitude or whatever it was, it would prevent him from getting upset, because if I'm not using that tone, why would he get upset? And doing the simple things to make it more romantic in our relationship helped us to be happy throughout the week, because we got that little bit of time together and not an overload of it. But I hope that some of this helped one of you, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you so much for listening.